everybody, it's Kristin. So happy Topic Tuesday to you. I thought that I would do this video on this Topic Tuesday because of the Sephora Friends and Family sale that is coming up. I've had a couple people ask me to do it, and one person in particular asked me a couple of times to do a video on, you know, if I were to walk into Sephora, what would be like the top things that I would want to purchase. So that is what I'm going to do for you today. I have a lot of things here, so really I'm just giving you some options. Obviously you don't need to go and purchase all of these, but these are all things that with my 20% off I would be happy to purchase again if I didn't own them, and things that I would probably, you know, I would repurchase them. So that is what I'm going to show you right now. They kind of run the gamut of things, so here we go. So first off, and I kind of tried to group them by brand, and she had actually asked me to do like my top thing from each brand. That was kind of hard for me. I was able to do it in some cases and not so much in others. So anyway, we're going to start with Too Faced just because that's what's in front of me. So two things from Too Faced that I really feel are standout products for them. The first is their the Too Faced bronzer. I have the one in Chocolate Soleil. I've not used the milk chocolate one, but I have heard good things about that. So that just looks like this, and it's a really nice matte bronzer, and that I feel is something that I would definitely repurchase in one of my top products from Too Faced. The second thing from Too Faced that I feel is a top product for me is the Too Faced Natural Eye Palette. And there are a lot of these palettes, and I have several of them, if not all of them. But this one is by far, for me, my absolute favorite. And so these, just in case you haven't seen other colors. And this is the older version, the thicker version with the pull-out drawer with the brush and whatnot. The newer version is a little bit thinner and doesn't have that pull-out drawer. So those are the two things from Too Faced that I would purchase. One thing, and the other thing that I did is I kind of went through the list of brands in the Sephora website to kind of think about things, and then I kind of went through my drawers and looked at stuff to pick it out. So when I went across Steeler right away, this was the thing that came into my head, and I've done a 4 looks 1 palette with this particular palette, and my palette, it says, is the Natural Eyes palette, but I believe now it's called Into the Light. So it has those colors right there. And I'll try any products that I talk about that I've done some sort of video on, I'll try to remember to link below for you. So that is the Stila In the Light palette. Again, I believe is what it's called right now. Okay, so let's talk about Lorac. If they still made it, which they don't, which is sad for me, I would say the Lorac Blush in Soul. But I looked and I could not find it on the website. So, but I have two other things that I appreciate from Lorac. And the first, of course, is the Lorac Pro palette. I've also done a 4 looks 1 palette with this palette. And that, as you guys know, I've seen a million times, has 10 matte shadows, 10 shimmer shadows. Just a really great all-around palette. And then as a close second to that would be my Lorac Blush, either Exposed or Velvet Rope. This one is Velvet Rope. I think I like this one a little bit better. But this is the Baked Matte Satin Blush. And I really, really enjoyed this blush. Okay, Laura Mercier. This one is not a big shocker, but I do have a close second. So the Laura Mercier Loose Minerals and Natural Beige, I just think this is a great product. I actually will probably pick one up from the Friends and Family sale because I see that I'm getting a little bit low in this one. So this is great. I'm sure you guys have all seen this below. It's a mineral makeup. What I use this for is to go over BB creams, just like I heard a long time ago. I got the idea from Lisa D1. So that's what I do with this. Or I also, if I have a foundation that I put on and it's not enough coverage for me, I will go ahead and put this over top, and it works like a charm every time. And then a close second is the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. Now what I want to say about this is at 20% off, I think that it's a good deal, and I would repurchase it. But I do not like this as an everyday foundation. I've used it more lately, and I remembered that I like it if I'm going to be doing my makeup to go out for the evening, but this is not a long enough wear for me. But for a night out, it gives you a really flawless coverage. I really like that for that sort of application. Okay, Urban Decay, and I thought I had 2 things from them, but I guess I just have the one. There are so many things from Urban Decay. I looked at all of my palettes and all of the things that I have, and I truly think that the one thing I would repurchase, and I would say is the top, and I know this is boring, but is the Naked palette, the original one. For me, I really prefer the original one. I'm going to take out my pencil here. Because it's warm, these are warmer colors, and I really enjoy warmer colors with my eyes. If you really like cooler colors, then the Naked 2 would be better, but in my opinion, of the things that I have from Urban Decay, this is the one that I would repurchase hands down. I do have one thing from the Sephora brand, and I don't know if they carry these all the time or not. I don't think this is limited edition. This actually was a gift to me from somebody, but I really have enjoyed using this. And this is the Prisma Chrome eyeshadow, and mine is in Moon Glow. This is the only one that I have, but I really enjoy the formula, and I've used this so much, and it doesn't even look like I've touched it. I'll just swatch it. Why not? Looks like that, and it's just such a nice, it's creamy, but it goes on powdery. It's really, really nice and has a great lasting power, in my opinion. So that is that. I just want to talk about the Buxom lip creams. I know a lot of people really like the Creamsicle. Now that one I haven't tried. A lot of people really like White Russian, and I do enjoy White Russian. But one of my favorites of all time that I just don't think gets enough talk, and you can see how I don't have very much left in there. And this is Dolly. So I just thought I would give it a mention because it doesn't get talked about very often. It's just a really nice, almost dusty rose color, but I really enjoy this nice, kind of amp up your lips a little bit, you know, slap it on when you need to. Okay, I have 3 things from Tarte. I know I'm supposed to only have one, but I'm giving you options. And one is just so boring because I've talked about it so many times. So Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, just a great mascara. 20%, even a better deal. Another thing, and I've talked about this kind of here and there, but not extensively, and that's the Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. One of the things I like about this is while it comes out, it's really hard to get out and it's thick, it will warm up very nicely in between your fingers. And so when I am traveling, I will take just this and I use it under my eyes, and I also use it on blemishes, and it works well for both of those. So that is why I think this is a really good thing to get, especially at 20% off. How many times can I say that in one video? And then, of course, the 12-hour blushes. I think that these are a great product. I have a lot of them. The one I grabbed here is an exposed, just because that is my favorite of all of them. But, so the 12-hour blushes are another good thing to purchase. Oh, I was going to say this when I was talking about the Buxom. I have 2 things. Boy, I really am breaking the rule. 2 things from Bare Minerals. One of them is the single eyeshadow in Queen Tiffany. I just think that this is a great shadow. I'm so happy that Liz reminded me of it a while back, and I've used it so much since then. It's just a really nice, let me try to show you. It's kind of a, I just put it all over my carpet. It's spectacular. Looks like that. Really, really pretty. It's always hard to swatch these. Look at that gorgeousness. It's right here in the crazy swatch. Look at that gorgeousness. I just love that. I think it's such a great shadow. Okay, now that I've cleaned up the mess. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I apologize that I don't know exactly what these are called. I will look it up. I meant to look it up before I recorded this, but they look like this. They're also from Bare Minerals. And when you open them up, they kind of pop out like that. And they have a little sponge on them. And the payoff on these is just amazing. Isn't that pretty? This one, the colors are really hard to read on this, so I'm going to try to see. Oh, this one is Moonshine. It's a really pretty, nah, it's not taupe, it's purple. Purpley taupe. But I really enjoy these. I think I have 6 of them, and I do really enjoy them a lot. They're very nice. And they wear really, really well, I find. Okay, something that I have not talked about in a very long time. I actually think it's been since maybe last year Christmas-ish when I talked about this. I've used this palette a good amount. I don't want to say a lot, a good amount, but I need to go back to using it more because I really do enjoy it. I will look up the price and list it here because I don't know off the top of my head, but the Kat Von D palettes are very, very nice. This one is in the Saint. Yeah, in Saint. Comes with an eyeliner. And then these are the colors. I mean, these are such pretty neutral colors. You guys know how I am about my neutrals. I just think they're so nice. And I will So that's one, this is one swipe of that dark color. And I don't know, I'm just gonna grab some random colors. So those are some of the colors. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Without, aren't those pretty? I don't give this palette enough love. And so when I was looking through my drawers and saw it, I was like, oh, that's a good thing to get at 20% off. Again, I said it. Okay. Some other palettes, and I brought all 4 of these to show you. These don't get enough love from me and from YouTube. And these are, there are 4 of them, and they're the Eye Light Trios from Smashbox. So there's one in Beam, which looks like this. There is one in Strobe, which I've used a lot of. There's one in Smokebox. And then one in Flash. And these colors are so nice, all of these. If I had time, I would swatch them all for you. If you guys are curious on a video just on these, let me know and I'll swatch all of those for you. But these are a great, great product, and of the Smashbox products that I have, they are my top pick. I have a little Dior here, and this is boring, I know, but Dior Amber Diamonds. These are expensive. These are, I think, $42 if I remember correctly. This is a great thing to get during the Friends and Family sale. And you guys have all seen it, but it looks like that. Just a super pretty highlighter. I think it works well on most skin tones. I know you guys have all seen this, but it's right there. Hopefully you can see. And then from NARS, I just want to suggest 2 of the eyeshadows. I depotted mine. I regret depotting them, so don't depot them because they have not been the same since. But Ashes to Ashes, and these are like $28, so if you can get these at a 20% off, that's a good deal. And then the other one is Galapagos. Of the ones that I have, those are my favorite. I know you guys have heard me talk about those before, but... And again, don't be afraid of the shimmer in Galapagos because it does not really transfer to your lid at all. In my humble opinion. Okay, we are almost done. NARS blushes are another thing that I... aside from the eyeshadows, I think the blushes are my favorite product from NARS. I just, you know, Orgasm obviously is the one that everybody talks about. But I would encourage you to branch out a little bit. I really enjoy the combination, I've talked about this before, of Penny Lane, which is the cream one right here, with Luster over top of it. I do tend to wear it more in the spring and summer, but those are just, they're just great. Just really, I really encourage you to branch out away from the norm and check out Luster. It really is a great blush. I don't think you would be sorry in checking that out. 2 more things from Philosophy. I really enjoy the Purity. I know not a lot of people like this, but I just want to encourage you to try it out. Get a sample. Then I think, I don't know how long the sale goes for this time, but maybe get a sample if you can before the sale, although I think the sale starts on the 18th. But I don't know, I really, really like this. It's the best cleanser I have ever used. I use it not only for my face, but for my makeup brushes. I know it's a little bit pricey, but I have never used a product that gets my makeup brushes as clean as Purity does. And I have Josh Collier to thank for that. I love that. It was a great, great, great tip. And then the last thing is a fragrance. This is an expensive fragrance, not over the top expensive, but I love it, especially for fall and winter, and that is Boyfriend. This is just a really, really nice scent, and I'm horrible at describing scents, but Redhead PhD just did a video, which I'll try to remember to link below, talking about her scents for fall. She is amazing at explaining scents. I mean, so knowledgeable. I was really, really impressed by that video. So I will link that below. I'm not almost done. I mean, I am almost done, but I have 2 more things. I saved kind of my 2 really higher end things until the end. So the first one is my Hourglass Mineral Veil primer. I've talked about this a million times. absolutely go pick this up with your friends and family sale. If you don't want to try the big one, try the little one. It is worth it. I promise you, worth it. And then the last thing is probably the most expensive thing of everything I have here. And that it's from Sephora. You wanted to know my top picks, so I'm giving it to you. And that's the Algenist. And this is the regenerative anti-aging moisturizer with hyaluronic acid. I've talked about this now for almost a year. I love this. This is my day cream. I will not stray from this. I really, really enjoy this product. It's a lot of money. You better believe I'll be buying at least one of these during the friends and family sale. Okay, so those are all of my top picks from Sephora, from the brands at Sephora. I'm sure there are some that I left out, but I mean, how long could I make this video? And I know that there were more than one, but hopefully it gave you some options. Okay, so for those of you that would like to know what is on my face, you can go ahead and keep watching and I will tell you very quickly. I have what I believe to be VitaLumiere, I'm not sure, Chanel, but I mixed it with my Mac Pro Longwear. And it is the end of the day, and it still looks pretty good, so I think that worked. Over top of that, though, because that's not enough coverage for me, I used my Laura Geller Balance and Brighten today. I don't use that one enough. On my cheeks, I'm in love with this blush. I just got it from the last Haute Look sale, and it's Cabana Boy from theBalm. Ugh, this is going to show up in my favorites, I can almost assure you. On my eyes today, I have some Bobbi Brown shadows. I have Stone, if I can get it up here, Stone right here all over my lid. I have, not Slaked, I have Hot Stone in the crease, and then I have Palette Overboard, and then I have Rich Brown in the outer corner I worked in. I really liked it. I also took Stone below my eyes, and then I used, let's see if it's in this one. Yes, it is. I used Flesh right there for my highlight. I love my Bobbi shadows. And then I used the Avon Supershock in Blackberry as my liner. I'll find any excuse to use this. Same mascara I've been using. And for my lip color, I used the MAC Kissable lip color in Super. Just like that. Alrighty then. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, like I said, leave them below. And yeah, hope you have a great Tuesday. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye!